Oh, hey there! So today I'm going to be showing you how to make crab cakes from scratch. So we need 1 large egg, some mayo, dijon, worcestershire sauce, some Old Bay seasoning, salt, celery, chopped parsley, panko, and crab. I got all that except the crab, and it says to get it from Whole Foods. What the hell is Whole Foods? I think I got a better idea.
So the first thing you want to do when shopping for a whole entire food is don't go to a grocery store, but buy a kayak and head on down to the ocean. One of the first things I check is the wind forecast to make sure it won't be choppy out there. I also try to time it just before and after high tide so there aren't any strong currents moving those tasty critters around. I prefer to use a stand-up paddleboard as it's easier to balance, but on a calm day like today, a kayak does the trick. That's a curious seal on my left there. Make sure your lines aren't tangled and drop away. It can be a real pain in the butt trying to untangle lines in a kayak. Baby, it's crabbing time. Now, you want to make sure you leave some extra slack on the buoy so that the trap doesn't float away on you. Coming from your local Ukrainian grocery store is some rotten chicken and waste salmon scraps from last night's dinner. Both of these are bomber bait and should do very well. Make sure you have your name and phone number clearly labeled on your buoy as per your local fishing regulations. I like to let my trap soak for at least an hour, and best is closer to 2. In this area, you're only allowed to haul your nets during the day, so don't be crabbing at night now. While these fellows soak, just sit back and relax listening to talented Tasman coming at you from San Diego. If you like them, please check out the link below and follow them on your favorite music platform. While these crabby crabs tango, enjoy yourself and go for a paddle to some islands. That's me. Got a pretty decent catch here. I'm just gonna put on this glove. Don't always use a glove, but it's kind of good when you're in a kayak. Last time one of these little guys pinched my finger pretty good, and I don't want that to happen again. Oh. That guy's too small, much too small. So I think we got one keeper for sure in the back here. This guy's a little bit on the edge of keeping. So there's a couple things to know when you're crabbing. One is always grab the crabs from behind like this. You can grab them from behind and grab their belly. They're also, whoop, that guy's trying to pinch me. But yeah, you can tell this is a male because see on the bottom, that's a very triangular stomach piece right here. The females, I'll see if there's any females in here. I don't see any right now. Oh, actually there's a female with egg sacs over there. Wow, I've never actually seen that before. Crazy. So you definitely want to throw those back in because you're only allowed to keep males and they have to be 16.5 centimeters wide on the carapace. And I'll show you the measurement that you have to make. So yeah, the carapace on this little guy, if he calms down, is the measurement from, ow, fuck. Oh, lucky you didn't actually get the tip of my finger. Carapace is from this piece to this piece on the top of the crab. These little smaller guys are actually easy, like better at pinching you because they can reach their stomachs really easily. The bigger guys can't. And another thing you can tell is this is probably a soft shell crab because look at how clear white the bottom of it is. If it's darker on the belly, you know it's been around longer. And I'm gonna just try to get this female out of here. That's whack looking. Ooh. Yeah, look at how crazy looking that is. Holy crap. Woo! The red rocks are a real pain in the ass to try to get out of the cage, so I might have to take him out at the beach. But yeah, that was a female. The females have a wider chest plate, so you can see this is like really triangular. And that's how you can tell it's a male. This guy isn't quite a size. That one in the middle is. The one in the back corner probably is okay, maybe, but just to be safe, I'm only gonna take one home today. I was gonna grab one for the neighbor, but he's out of luck today. Oh yeah. You're coming home for dinner. And actually, I'll just check to make sure he's not a soft shell. So he does have a pretty white belly. Oh no, but he's got nice hard shell. So, and I usually drop it at about 30 feet of water. You can go deeper. I find if I go a little deeper, I catch less, but usually they're a bit bigger. Oh yeah, and this is a red rock crab, and this is a Dungeness crab. Red rocks, they only need to be 11.5 centimeters wide on the carapace, whereas these guys, like I said, have to be 16.5 centimeters. Red rocks, they have a lot of meat in the crabs, but the other legs really don't have much meat in them. So I usually don't keep them. Every once in a while, if I get a huge one, maybe I will. If I don't catch any Dungeness, then I'll keep one. But I find the Dungeness also tastes quite a bit better.
Come on in, it's cleaning time. Now you don't want to waste too much time cleaning these guys, because that's just rude. I like to use a knife and stab it quickly right through the center of its body. Crabs aren't like you and I and don't really have a brain, but ganglions, which are essentially their nerve centers. This is located right between the center of its body here. Give it a good whack now.
You can tell it's a soft shell crab when it's really, really white on the bottom. This guy is still pretty white, but like I pinched him and his shell is like really nice and hard. So he might have like molted somewhat recently. But the other thing you check when you're out there is just the actual size of them. So like I said, it has to be 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inches. And that's from tip of carapace to tip of carapace. So this point to this point. He's almost 8 inches. So yeah, he's more than big enough.
This gunk is nicknamed crab butter. It's kind of like a crab's liver and can store toxins. It's also called tamale. Don't eat it unless you're in very clean waters. Take off these stringy gray pieces called dead fingers, as they don't make good eating. They're basically the lungs of the crab. Boil up some water. Drop in those crabs. Close that top. I prefer to steam them with a little Old Bay seasoning, as it keeps the flavor better. While she cooks, let's make some tartar sauce. What you'll need is mayo, mustard, relish, and onion. Mix that on up a bit. Crab's ready. take them off the stove and let them cool down for picking.
Crab. Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
The crab cake recipe, you're going to want half a pound of crab, freshly caught, an egg, celery, parsley, panko, mayo, mustard, Old Bay seasoning. Then mix it on up a bit. Form them into balls. And fry those suckers up.
And serve them hot from right off the stove. Delicious. Yeah, if you like this kind of content, then feel free to like and subscribe to my video.